guys? It's Mikey K here with Man-Made Barbecue. We are hanging out on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on IGTV, that's awesome too, because we post on both of them. We are hanging out with Dan from Learning to Smoke. We are hanging out at Certified Angus Beef Culinary Center, which is fucking awesome. I want to say thank you for coming out here. I figured we could chat a little bit about social media and the importance of it in this day and age. You're doing a great job at it. You have this cool brand and this just kind of cool way of posting videos and doing all that kind of stuff. What do you think people should be looking for in social media videos or social media stuff like that? If somebody's a restaurant or somebody's trying to do what you're doing or what we're doing, what do you think are some of the main components that they should be looking for?
Well, I mean, content obviously being number one. I think
tons of content. Yeah.
Well, and it's not just that, but I remember a conversation we just had here a few minutes ago with a bunch of other people talking about even because we try to take pictures of the finished product and show how that looks, but even showing like if you have like a great looking steak or whatever and that marbling is awesome, take pictures of that because we find that people are digging that. Like I'm noticing that I did a post with my ribeye cap recently where I took a picture of like a before and then a couple days ago I took a picture of the finished product. The one that was raw, just showed the marbling, got more likes and more responses.
It's kind of crazy with what Instagram is doing right now and the way that they're moving accounts and the way that things are moving around. It's not like it was back in the day. Like I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, it was still a generic, or not a generic, but a live feed. And it was so
there was no algorithm.
It was great.
It just goes in order.
I loved
awesome.
it. Bring it back.
I missed that.
I missed that a lot.
Yeah.
But because I feel like, listen, if you're subscribing to my stuff, you want to see that in your feed, right? I mean, that's what I think at least. Like when I hit follow and I follow you or whatever, and I want to see your stuff, and I understand the whole like, well, if you like his stuff enough, you're gonna start seeing it more and more. But then it almost becomes like then you're all I see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird because I've got friends that other barbecuers that I follow, and I love seeing their stuff, but
and then you don't see it for a while.
Maybe they haven't posted in a week or two. I don't know. But then I go visit their page, and sure enough, there they are every day.
And then you have to go through and like all their stuff, and then it's always the weird thing.
Yeah,
like
it's frustrating.
one of my good buddies, I did that too, and he's like, dude, my phone blew up because you started liking all my stuff, and I was like, well, it's because I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah,
I didn't know it really existed.
It's frustrating.
So it's a little frustrating. So I think it would be a cool kind of topic just to talk about. What are some tips and tricks that you find are working for you? That I'll talk a little bit of what's working for us. I know that what I find is really working for us right now is the IGTV. IGTV is working really, really well. Our stories are working really, really well, and all that kind of stuff. But I find the posts aren't making it quite up as high.
Yeah, I think time of day is also helping as well.
Absolutely.
I think because like I actually being out here in Ohio as compared to Utah where I'm at, 2 hour difference in time zones. I posted a picture while out here at the same time I normally would in Utah, and I got like half the traffic that I normally do on the post.
Now, what times do you feel is you're more of a sweet spot?
It's more around dinner time. I'd say like my power hour, I like to call it, is like between like 5 and 6. Just post.
See, I try posting between like 10 and 11 in the sense that I'm gonna get that lunch crowd. You know what I mean? You leave work, you're going to grab lunch. People are picking up their phone right away and looking at stuff. That's my.
And sometimes I post around that time, and that's hit and miss for me. Like sometimes, like I can post something like 10:30, and it'll just blow up. Or I post the next day, I try to do it again, and like nobody sees it. So
it's just a weird little algorithm. So if you guys are really looking to nail that down, it's going to be different for every single account, depending on the amount of followers that you have and what you're doing and what kind of content you're putting out. They're definitely going to not necessarily toggle you, but they are going to toggle you in certain ways, in certain fashions.
Yeah, I think one thing that might help as well is doing your Instagram story, but also saying, hey, I've got a new post, go check it out, because you may fall in that trap where you've got followers who like your content, but they just don't see it because Instagram says, well, you want to see something else.
And what I do try to do a lot is cross-post into the story.
Yes.
So that
exactly.
you're kind of you're double dipping, almost getting both beautiful worlds, right?
Yeah, and sometimes in my regular post I'll be like, hey, if you follow me in my story, you'll see that I talk about this process. Go check that out to help get more traction in the stories too.
So we're having an awesome day here at Certified Angus Beef here in Worcester, Ohio. What are you taking away from this experience?
Oh man, it's funny because I feel like what I do, like I feel like the food I cook and everything is pretty good. And then the moment that I start to feel like I'm doing a good job, I come here and taste other people's barbecue that know what they're doing, and I'm like, okay, I've got some more work to do. And I love it. It inspires me to work harder and to be better.
I mean, we talked. If you guys want to go way back in the day, me and Dan actually did a podcast together. I don't remember what number you were. You were in the low hundreds.
It was like 2015. It was
a long time ago, so it's probably a horrible podcast. Don't actually go listen to it.
Not
because
of
of him, but
probably
because of me.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where we've grown so much, and it's fun to watch. Like, I've had so much fun being able to watch you cook via Instagram and all that kind of stuff, because I've been following you since 2015. I mean, that's 4 years. Oh my God. Okay, let's not do that. But it's so cool to be able to see like all of like people that are coming together and seeing these barbecue things going which way, and how people are learning. And what you're doing is you're educating a lot of people on it, which is super cool.
Yeah, it's cool because the page started out as something that, hey, follow me as I'm learning as I go along. But now I feel like there are certain things I've done enough to where I feel like I do them
Pretty well.
That I can give advice on, but yet there's still things that I'm trying different techniques, different methods, because I think the moment that I start to get comfortable doing something, it's probably the time to try to find a different way to do it. Just like coming here, like I'm like, well, yeah, I've made tomahawks, I've done ribeye caps before, I've done prime rib, and I felt like I do a pretty good job. But then I try, stuff we've had here at the Certified Angus Beef Culinary Center, and I'm like, okay, well, back to the drawing board. Let's figure this out. Yeah. What else?
I mean, we got to break down a fourth of a cow today. That was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I had way too much time.
It was cool just learning more about the different cuts and
where they come from, how they're cut out, and what you can do. I thought the plate rib versus the chuck short rib was really cool.
Yes.
That was not an eye-opening experience, because I kind of knew that they were from obviously the similar cut, but it was just interesting to see how they cut it out, how they take it out, and how if you do French a tomahawk, ribeye, you're losing those different yields. So when people ask like, why is that meat so expensive? Well, it's so expensive because you're technically paying for 2 pounds of meat. You're only getting one.
yeah.
So it was fun to cut it all down and see where all the cuts are coming from, and how to properly butcher it, how to bring out what you want out of that, and be able to use other cuts that maybe we weren't using or really.
Yeah, and for me on that note, I find that chuck, that's something that I haven't really used much. Cause
you haven't played with chuck too much?
Not much. I've had Denver steaks, which are awesome. I've done beef ribs,
awesome, yeah.
But other than that, like I haven't done a terrace major before. Haven't done other cuts in that region, or even done like a chuck roast. I haven't done that because I'd rather do a brisket than a chuck roast, but I think I need to start. I'm gonna start spoiling.
But see, the nice thing about a chuck roast is it's a little bit smaller. So if you don't want to cook 13 pounds, you know what I mean? Like, it just saves that little bit for you, and it makes your life a little bit easier. And I know that us with the barbecue company, we use the chuck roast a lot because it lends itself to so many different things that we can do, and we really enjoy that cut. So I'm really excited that you're going to start playing around with it. I can't wait to see what you do.
We had at our station where we were cutting up that quarter cow, the butcher that was there helping us, he told us his favorite cut is the chuck eye. We cut right by, he's like, the chuck eye, that's my favorite cut of steak on the cow. I'm like, okay, well, that's a thing, you go find them.
That's it, yeah. And you brought up Denver steaks, which if you guys don't know what Denver steaks are, make sure you guys definitely go check them out. It's kind of a newer cut. It's not a newer cut because it's not like it's been on the cow forever. Yeah. But it's something that they're cutting out now and actually making more of more of a steak.
Yeah, they're right by the chuck ribs. But yeah, I've had the Denver cut before. It's amazing. It's got some good marbling. It's in a spot by the shoulder that doesn't get much movement, so It's got good marbling right there.
And then the other thing, if we saw the flat irons, which are always beautiful. Our cut was beautiful. The flat iron looked great. I love that cut of steak. And then learning the inside and the outside skirt, where they're at, how to cut them out properly. Yeah. That was pretty cool to me. And then I just had a great time.
Oh yeah, I think we got some more to do tomorrow. I think
we're doing the back half tomorrow,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah. Excited to check that out.
We're gonna have a great time, guys. Make sure you check out our videos. Check out all of our other videos that we're doing. We release videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that bell so that you see all of our videos that are coming out. Guys, make sure you follow Dan's page. It's Learning to Smoke. Is there any underscores on that on Instagram?
Nope, just all one word.
All
Learn to
one
Smoke.
word.
Yep.
So yeah, wanted to make sure that we got that correct. And thank you so much, guys. And make sure you check out our whole video about being here at Certified Angus Beef in Worcester. We are having a great time, and thank you so much.